I'm back. I'm Siske Stitches, if you don't know me yet. I live in Belgium. So, yeah. This is Flosstube number 51. I'm earlier than usual because normally I'm filming on Sundays. But I wanted to switch my days to the Friday. Because now it's more silent at home. And yeah, nobody is waiting for me to get something done until I am done. So that's another thing. But that also means that it only was 5 days since you have seen me. Yep. So I filmed last time on Sunday, and now today is the 5th of September 2025, the Friday. Early in the morning. I just dropped the children at school off, so it's very early for me. That's new. And I closed the door, so maybe you can hear some cats scratching at the door because they are not used to that the door is closed. And I hope the mailman doesn't ring the bell now, but we will see. So, with only 5 days in between and the school year that started this week on Monday, there was not a lot of stitching done. And more stuff happened, but I told about those in my live Stitch With Me. So if you want to know all what's happened in my life, you can watch that. Yeah, so if you are new here, also welcome. If you are a returning viewer, also welcome. It's always appreciated if you watch the video, if you leave a comment, if you participate in the group, the Facebook group Siske Stitches. So if you pop in my live streams, it's always appreciated. So that said, I will start now with my whips. I have 7 whips to show you. Yeah, and then the stuff didn't get done. Yeah, it is what it is, I think. I can be stressed about it. I know life happens, but like this afternoon I have to go to the vet with Stitch. So yeah, what do we do about it? I can only try and do my best, like my husband always says. And I think he's right. I can feel as a failure. But yeah, that doesn't help me. So I'm happy with what I have done. It would be better if it had been more, but okay, it is what it is. So I did 2 of the temperature pieces only, 2 days. That's another thing I found out this week. I'm aiming for 1000 stitches daily, even 1200, but I don't get to it. I have to get up early and I want to sleep earlier. Normally I stitched through 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning, so now I cannot do that anymore. So that's another thing. So I don't know yet if I need to adapt my plans. Was it just the first week of school? Because I need to adapt again too. I don't know. I wanted to go back to the basics before I show my whips. Or I do it afterwards. No, I will first show it and then we talk about plans. That's better. So the first 2 were temperature pieces. I have to open my book, of course. So the first one is here on top, Mickey, the Luca S kit. This is in memory of my Smokey. After 4 years, I finally was able to pick it up again. It's stitched on an 80 count, but I swapped the fabric. I swapped out the fabric, so it's now a hand-dyed one from Carl T Designs in the UK. My starting photo is here. I also switched seats. I thought there was too dark, where I normally film. Here I had sunlight, but then I was blinded by it. So yeah, I closed the curtains for that. So now we have sun. So here's my starting photo. Yeah, I use my ring light, so I try to... It's all light colors, so more difficult to see, I think. I did 100 stitches. Here in this in this area. So the full view is this. It keeps darkening, but okay. So this is now at 3,210 stitches out of 15,520, and it is 20.68% completed. Where should I leave it now? I put a box here. Yeah, I will try it like this, but then I'm putting all my other stuff on it. So the next one up for temperature stitching I had done was Wildlife of Predator. Also a Luca S kit. So this is stitched on 16 count white Ada. It has half stitch and cross stitch. And it has 65 colors. It's a beautiful piece. I did 100 stitches on it. Wait, I will turn. Yeah, that will be better. So I can put the ones I have done here. Better idea. Yeah, a new setup is a new thing. So where was I last week? Or where I started it here. I didn't work in the background, but I worked at the tiger again. So like I said, I did 100 stitches and I tried to fill in more. So now I'm thinking what I did. It's a bit above here, I fill in. At the ear a bit, here a bit. Yeah, so there I filled in most of my stuff this time. So this was for 100 stitches and it's now at 8,255 stitches out of 60,000 stitches, and it is 13.76% completed. That were the only two I did from all the stuff I had to do. Like I said, you can say it's easy to start with 100 stitches daily. Yeah, but it's at the end. I don't get to my other whips. I have to stitch. So it's not... Oh, I'm ruining here everything. Yeah. Putting it here. So the next one I have here was one from my wheel spin, Blooming Whiskers. It's this one, charted by Paint Free Crafts. Artist is Emma and Bridget Ashwood, also known as Ashwood Studios. This is 600 by 429 and it has 100 colors. It's still available. I still get questions about this chart, It's still available on the website of Pain Free Crafts. So my goal was 500 stitches on this one. Here was my starting photo. If it would stay as it is. So I'm still at the right top corner. I saw someone posting hers at the Pain Free Crafts group and she had already 2 or 3 cats done. It was beautiful. This is stitched on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross with royal embroidery floss. And it is now where I am. So I finished this part above the nose and almost the second eye. It's a bit of edging here missing, but it's all, I would say, for 95% ready. So this is now at 12,666 stitches out of 257,400, and it has 4.92% completed. I added this week 515 stitches. It's a gorgeous piece, I know. I know. And if you don't have it yet, get it. I love to enable, you know. The next one here, because I'm speaking of enabling, was a new start. It's a mouthful. Supersized max color, quick stitch, little cake shop. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's artwork by Amy Stewart. You would say it's the cropped version because the ceiling is gone and the walls and the door with the bicycle. So yeah, it's 999 by 969 stitches. It has 240 colors. So for a quick stitch, you wouldn't think this would be almost 1 million stitches. It is. It is 968,031 stitches. And my 6 portals, the big one too, is 964,800. So this one is even 4,000 stitches bigger than my 6 portals. Can you believe that? I not. So it's stitched on 28 count, this one, 1/1 full cross. I can watch. You can see a bit of the fabric, so it's huge. I did my first 505 stitches on it. This is the right top corner. I did it on my live stream, and then I finished it afterwards. So this is 0.05% completed. It's the right top corner, it's the green wallpaper, and this dark green here is the motifs on the wallpaper. So I cannot wait to reach the first cupcakes on the shelf. Yeah. Did I need a new start? No. Did I want one? Yes. So, like I said, it's not the quantity you have, but the quality and the joy you have. That's important. I had people saying, oh, I want to start this one badly, but I don't do it because I already have so much amount of whips. So what's better? To feel sad because you cannot stitch it, or just start another one and feel happy? I know what I would pick. So then the next one up is my focus pieces. The 2 next. First one is the one for my daughter. Super size max color. Coloring book afternoon. Artwork by Amy Stewart. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is 999 by 740 stitches. And it has 237 colors. Another biggie. But this one is for my daughter. Also stitched on 28 count even weave 1/1 full cross with royal broderie floss. This is my starting point. I try to do weekly 500 stitches on it, on their pieces. My goal for this week was, like I said, 500 stitches. I did 512. So here's where I'm at now. I finished here this part next to the purple pencil. It looks gorgeous. And here somewhere I have a leftover from the sharpening from a pencil. So that's coming soon too. And here was the bowl of the markers. But I'm almost close to page finish. If I remember correctly, I needed to stitch this little part in. Then I have a page finish. So next week I have a page finish on this one. This now has 34,682 stitches out of 730,286, and it has 4.86% completed. I'm getting close to the 5%. And now I'm telling you the numbers, but if you don't see it, yeah, there's a little paper piece between, but this is what I have done so far. So here I had 2 pages of pencils, only pencils, and then I started this nice piece. I was tired of pencils after 2 pages. And in fact, there are 4 pages for all the pencils. So I still have to stitch the other pencils below it. Yeah. So it will be nice to see that at 5%. Then we have the next one up, the biggest one. Supersize Max Color, Amazing Animal Kingdom, also authored by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, of course. This is 999 by 765 stitches, and it has 237 colors. I'm still here at the pandas, here this part. I try to do weekly. I said try. But 1,500 stitches I did halfway this week. I started here. So this is also on 25 count, even 1/4 cross, and this is very heavy. So here I am now. I filled in this part, and I started to fill in the bottom of the book. So the numbers I forgot to write down because I stitched on it last night a bit more. I didn't reach my 500 yesterday, so I will tell you in a bit. It was a round up number, I think 100, yeah, I was correct. 144,000 stitches out of 764,235, and it has 18.84% completed. So I got another question on how many pages I still have left to reach the corner. After this page here, and I start here again, I have 3 top pages, and then I'm at the corner of my shelf. But I'm now finally at my panda bears, so I want to stitch those first before I continue in with my other 3 pages, and then I might do the 3 pages at once, like I did here with 2 pages like this. I might do that at this side with 3 pages. Yeah, if you want to see it full. like I said, it's huge, it's heavy, and it's only the first part of the shelf. So this under part at the bottom, from far seen it's now like this, and again close up. It's like this. Yeah. So let's see it again as a full view. I'm very proud of this one. It took me already a lot of stitching, but sometimes I'm like, I want to throw it out of the window. It goes very slow if you have a lot of confetti stitching to do. And this is my 25th year anniversary piece, so I hope to get it finished before, was it 3034? I need luck, I think. Or perseverance to get to my 1,500 stitches weekly, or even more. But if I do 1,000 stitches on it a day, so like in a weekday of 1 week and then one time 500, the day I have to do 1,000 stitches on it is very hard. So then I'm like, it was heavy today. It's possible to do 1,000 stitches on it if you don't have to be a week early. Yeah. And then my last one I have to show you is the little one. A little adventurer. Also a Luca S kit. It's the one that I rolled the dice with. I had better show you them. I will grab them in a bit. So, I rolled the dice and then I stitched the amount that I rolled. So there are different dices than usual. It's a D of 0, 0. So you count per 10, and the other one is from 0 to 9. Yeah, and as I saw, there was a dice that rolls until 100. But it was expensive, so I'm just using those two. This is stitched on 16 count Ada, and it has 29 colors. Yeah, and hard skill level is 2. It's not that difficult to stitch, it's just the time. The time, that's always less. So I did it for 3 days instead of all 5. I started here. And how much did I add? 320 stitches. So he is now like this. His head is done. Except from the back stitching, but the cross stitching is done. So I love his cute face. So now I'm going to the bottom part. And I had to frog this too because I cannot count as cross country. And even without the grid. So yeah, I had to frog that out. So then I started first to fill in this part, and then I go probably to the boots first, so I get it like this done. Oh, the mailman is here. He probably is because my dogs are acting weird. I will take a look. I'm back in a minute. Yeah, I'm back. It was a mailman. So the dogs were right. They know already who it is. Before I know it. So the dice I roll. And yeah, and I have to still say this, the numbers from the dog. It's this one per 10, so 40, 80, 20, and then this one goes from 0 to 9. It's fun to do this. I have other services that do day 20, day 4, day 8. And this is day 12. Ah, this was my finger between it. Yeah, the numbers for the little adventure was 4,540 stitches out of 8,254, and it's 55% completed. So that's it. That was everything from stitching. Didn't buy anything that I know of. Instead of shoes for my children. I have some on my wish list, but I need to wait to buy them. Because, like I said, I have other stuff to buy first. No, nothing bought. So, I saw the new one, Fuzzy Wuzzy, was released from the Cross Stitch Studio. It's on my to-buy list, but I have to wait. Betty already said to me, "Hey, hi, it's here to get to able to buy," and I said, "Yes, I know, but yeah, I have to wait now." Sometimes you have to have other priorities. So I saw another one on Artisty with the dragons and books. It was nice. Then plants. Like I said, maybe no. Someone commented. How was it? Plants like are no plants is also real or something like that. So I should say it's not really plans, it should be things I want to do for this week. Yeah, I was saying at the beginning of the video, my goal was or is to get to 1,000 or 2,200 stitches daily. I don't make it now. I'm too tired. With all the stuff I have to do and now again. So what was the idea? So I would have done 500 stitches on my focus whips, but I only did 2 now instead of 4. 500 on my children's whips and 1,500 on my kingdom. And then after those 500 stitches, I wanted to do a wheel spin and do another 500 stitches on those whips. But then I cannot do my temperature stitching or the little adventure one with the dice rolls. So you would say the 100 stitches on temperature stitching, it's not much. No, it isn't. But then I cannot reach my things I want to do on my other thing, on my big stuff. So I don't know how to fix it. I tried different things. I tried other games. I tried a lot. But yeah, it doesn't work. So I don't know how to get it. I would say loose, but it's not loose, but how to get it under control again. Like, for example, today, this afternoon, I have to go to the vet. Then I have to pick up the children. Then they're loud and noisy and busy and all that stuff. Then it's always mom, 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 mom. Yeah. So then I probably cannot stitch again until this evening, and then I will be tired. Saturday, they are at home. Maybe grocery shopping. And then Sunday we have the visit with our neighbor. So no stitching either. And Monday school starts again. So if anyone knows how to do it, I would love to hear it. Saying do a cross stick or Euro Millions again. It's not, I don't think it's the games. I can say I do, instead of 500 stitches on my whips on my wheel, instead of 500 stitches, so I have 1000 instead of 1200 to do, to add the temperature stitching in. But then, like, Blooming Whiskers gets only 300 stitches instead of 500. It's one of them I'm now in my head. Or Animal Mix Panorama. It's better than nothing, I know, but I love my 500 stitching. And if I'm not doing it, so like if I would say I'm going to 500 on my focus whips, 300 on my wheel whips, or I said 500 on my wheel whips, then I don't have my others anymore. So I only see the big whips, and then I get tired of those because it's too much big, and I don't have some time to settle down. And I still didn't stitch on Flamingo too. So that's another one. I need to get into my rotation again, and I don't know how. I said I wanted to get it finished by the end of this year, but at this rate, it's not going to be possible. So, rotation issues again. And if you say do sweetie, stitch what you want when you want, then I feel like I don't know what to stitch. That's first one. That's why the wheel spin came in, so I don't have to think about it and just spin and do it. But yeah. And I always go back to my progress whips. The ones I already have stitched a lot on. So yeah. I don't know. And I still have 2 whips on my wheel that I have issues with. Rainbow Tiger one, still, even I cropped it. And my Water Dragon. So those 2 I don't like to stitch on. I think it's the fabric. It's one on 20 count Ada and the other one is 18 count Ada. But it's also a lot of confetti for just a mini. So why? Yeah, that's it. I think I will round off here. Then I thought to do 10 whips for temperature stitching. But then the same issues are there. Then I have too much whips. So the 5 whips works. I'm thinking to rotate the bedtime pups out of it and set leopard cup instead, because I want to stitch on that one. You could say set Flamingo in it, but I try to do that. And if I do that, he gets or she gets only 300 stitches, and it's not enough. So at least I would have 850 weekly, or maybe 1000, but it's too high with all the stuff I have on my mind. So that's it. The new games, the events for the group, I will post this evening, I think. Oh, this tomorrow morning, except from when I will go to sleep. I think it will be this evening. The puzzle event I still have to update, but I want to stitch first, so I think I will do that later also. What more? The grammar tree will be later up this evening or tomorrow morning again. So all what I have to do, post like weekly acrostic, glamorous tree. Euro Millions will be around 11 p.m. Then I got my mail. Now I'm thinking maybe I should put my whips. But I have 8 stuff to do and Euro Millions. And we only have 7 days. Or I leave out the zodiac signs. That I only would do the numbers and the stars. That's another thing I can do. See? Thinking what I have to do to adapt. I don't know, is that the best option? And I like my wheel spin. And if I have to do the acrostic, then I need to think to link again. That's a thinking exercise. I do like the acrostic. It's just in another language it's difficult to think. I always go with the first letters of the titles or the artist names, because objects I always think only of animals, not the objects in it. I always look at too far. And I have to do that for a whole week. With the wheel spin, I have the thing that I can just spin. And I have one thing to do. And then I spin the next time when I'm able to. That's the thing. With an Euro Millions thing or acrostic thing, I have a whole list to do. And then it's like a lot of work again. See? It's just a thing of deceiving. Yeah, I would say it's a thing of deceiving. To trick my mind, because if I need up front, I have to do that all this week. I'm like, it's too much. But if I do it at one step at a time, it goes better. Yeah, at school it's also, I think, you get homework, but not all your homework at once. You get it in parts. So that's I have with my stitching too. I want to have it partial instead of a whole thing at front of the whole week. Yeah, it's my mind. It's my mind. So what I will do, I don't know. It will be a surprise next Friday, I think. So I'm planning to be back again here at Friday next week. Then we are the 12th, I think. Yeah, 12th of September. And I have another thing Thursday, because my oldest son has a sport day and he goes with the bus to surfing and that stuff. So I have to get up again more early and be there later too also. So I have to drive 4 times that day. Another thing, I cannot stitch. Yeah, another thing. Yeah, so I have to clean up, and then I want to see, I hope you have a better week than me. You have great stitching done, you feel good, you are safe, and I hope to see you again next time. So thank you for watching, and you know it, Small steps, big progress, huge happiness. Bye bye.